Hey all! So that Pokemon Direct, how awesome was that? If you haven't seen it yet, link's going to be in the description below. Or you wait till the end and I'll have a link to it at the end of the video as well. But, poof, there was some really cool stuff chucked into that I did not expect to see. At all. Dynomax. A feature where your Pokemon builds up so much energy inside themselves that they become 10 times bigger, 10 times more powerful, and acquire a set of max moves, which seem to be very similar to Z move concept. It only lasts for 3 turns, so use it wisely when you eventually get it. But you'll be able to catch a Pokemon in this state in max raid battles where we get multiplayer. That's right, full on multiplayer action in a Pokemon game. So at the moment, it seems that 4 of you will be able to band together, enter the wild area together, capture Pokemon, wander around, and find max raids where you can go in and raid battle. Where only one of the 4 of you will be able to enter the the Dynomax state, and defeat that Pokemon. Upon getting it weak enough, you can try and catch it. It looks like you will all be able to capture it, so it won't just be one of you. So that's really cool. We don't know yet how you activate Dynomax apart from the wristband image, but maybe they need to hold a stone, or you need to have the friendship level up high enough. We just don't know that yet. But I'm guessing since the first gym leader, Milo, the grass gym leader, has a Dynamax performance, I would only be able to assume that we will be able to get that unlocked very early in the game. Because it would be a bit unfair to force you up against a Dynamax Pokemon without being able to do it yourself. But who knows, maybe they will. And you'll have to fail, but then go off on the adventure to find the Dynamax piece through the wild area, then come back and defeat him. Speculation. It would be pretty cool for a story building aspect. It would be nice to finally be forced to have to lose to advance the story. That would be an interesting part. So yeah. While going back to the wild areas, Pokemon in the Overworld. Yes. I'm going to be honest. If there was one thing I wanted to come from Let's Go, it was Pokemon in the Overworld. And when I saw it go back to wild Pokemon encounters, I was a bit bummed out. But to have a open world area where they're out in the Overworld, and still also have the wild grass feature, fine. I will take that. I will take that happily. Going back to the wild grass area, we see in the video this moment where an exclamation mark appears in the grass, and your character slinks down and charges the Pokemon. It would seem that while you're running around, there's a chance of I think that this is like a rare moment, like a high IV or something moment instead, where you can sneak around and you can trigger special catches. So that seems to be what's going on there, and it will be a quick time event where you need to hit the button to activate the catch. So that's pretty cool. Going back to Milo quickly, he does have a nose. Honestly, watch the video. You will see there's a side angle. He has a nose. It's just that his freckle is so well lined up that it looks like he's a ditto in human form. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I've covered Dynomax. I've covered the gyms, which are stadiums in the Gala region. So that's going to be pretty fun. It's all about the spectacle here, which doesn't surprise me. It's the United Kingdom. Football is always set to be some spectacle. I don't really get it because what I see half the time is just puny people taking fake falls, crying just to get a free kick. So that's going to get some really grumpy comments. Yeah, so that's that. We got to actually finally meet our Pokemon professor. So that's Magnolia, and then her niece Sonia. I'm pretty sure the dark realms of the internet has already gone wild on that, because you just can't let people stay alone for 5 minutes before they go all pervy and wrong. So if you are searching these characters, safe search. Honestly. Yes, you agree, right? Remus? Come here. Come here. Okay. Remus wants to be in the video, so here he is. Ultimate Pokemon. He knows Howl, Snuggle, which is designed to make you fall asleep. He doesn't really know Bite. He's tried. He fails. It's not very effective. And what else have you got? You got Scratch? You've definitely got Scratch. That's pretty effective on the door. Alright, go to bed. Okay, cool. Right, back to this. The new champion is Leon. And his brother is this is key, one of your rivals. So there's going to be some more, so that's Hop. That looks pretty interesting. We've got the 2 legendary Pokemon we're showing. My favourite at the moment is it Zacian or Zacian? Zacian. So he's got a sword in his mouth, like exactly like Zoro from One Piece. I just love it. I think it's a pretty interesting concept. It's a bit daft in some ways because we've already got sword dog Pokemon, Keldeo, for example. But I still love it. So I'm probably going to go for Pokemon Sword. I'm not going to spend any money for the double pack. Honestly, people, there's no point. We're getting cloud trading features. You will be able to trade for the Pokemon that you don't get. So just grab one of the 2 games and have fun. The other one is Zamazenta. And his main is a shield. I wasn't that impressed by that one. It felt like a bit of a... I mean, they both kind of feel a bit lazy in the design. I'm sorry to say, but I was underwhelmed in that aspect, but still pretty fun. I'm very curious as to what they're afraid of and what they decided to go from fighting each other to partnering up against. It's clearly going to be the 3rd in the set, but it's not going to be a Pokemon gun like all of these wonderful memes. I think it's going to be some kind of like full armored Pokemon, so that should be quite interesting. And then what else? We then got some pretty cool Pokemon given to us. So what I'm going to do here, I've got their Pokedex entries, so I'm going to run through those. So let's start with the starters. So we've got good old Grookey. He's going to have the ability Overgrow. Overgrow is a pretty sweet one. So his entry is: the stick that Grookey holds, originally from the forest where groups of Grookey live, is imbued with special powers after being exposed to the energy within Grookey's body. Its green fur creates energy from sunlight. Well, he's a plant Pokemon. I don't think any of us are going to be surprised by that. When Grookey drums its sticks near wilted flowers and leaves, they regain their colour. So basically, the energy in the Grookeys works through these branches. When they play certain beats, they can bring plant life back. Okay, we kind of saw that in the first one. Quick water. Remember, water is very important. Stay hydrated, everybody. Also, if you have a dog, don't leave your cups low enough that the dog can drink from your cup, because they will. Scorbunny. Scorbunny uses its powerful legs to confuse and disorient its opponents by running and jumping around them. Okay, again, kind of like the introduction there. Because the soles of its feet become very hot, Scorbunny's kick can burn and damage opponents too. With a sac in its chest containing vicious fire energy, Scorbunny can increase its heart rate and body temperature by running around. This awakens the true power of its fire energy and greatly increases its physical abilities. And its ability is Blaze. Very fitting there. Very fitting. And then everybody's fan favourite, Sobble. I mean, I'm going to either have Sobble or Grookey as my starter. Scorbunny is just a generic stupid bunny. I couldn't care less. So Sobble has Torrent. That's another pretty cool ability. When Sobble touches water, its body changes. Blah. Blah. I can't speak today. I'm not going to take that out. Have fun. Have a good laugh. When Sobble touches water, its body changes its patterns and colours, allowing it to blend into its surroundings. So he can't camouflage unless he's in water, basically, or still wet. A rather timid Pokemon, Sobble will secrete the water within its body like sweat and disappear into its surroundings when nervous or embarrassed. Okay, so he does have a way of triggering it at all times by sweat. Lovely. He's going to smell nice. With tears that are potent as 100 onions, Sobble will start to bawl if it feels threatened, spreading its tears around the area and causing everyone around it to start crying uncontrollably. Okay, so if Sobble gets upset, his tears will cause all of your eyes to sting and cause you all to start crying. Okay, Sobble will then use this distraction as a chance to escape. So he gets you all crying and then he flees. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So then we've got the 5 other new Pokemon that they've displayed to us. So Gasa Fleur was that lovely little plant one. And in the videos, you can see Gasa Fleur seeming to be around these new plant shops, which we have no real idea of their purpose, but they all always have a person standing outside. I am suspecting that Gasa Fleur has an interaction with these and probably can change its form or something when you go to a plant shop. Anyway, here's its description. Gasa Fleur prefers land with clear water and air. Its pollen has a healing effect and is commonly used as folk medicine remedy. That's really badly written. Used as a folk medicine remedy. I misread. And made into tea given to children in the Galar region when they're ill. Gasa Fleur travels over long distances by getting blown along by the wind. It controls the direction of its travel by twisting its bodies and petals. Okay, that makes sense. It's got cotton down and regenerator. Also makes sense. Then you've got Elder Gloss, which is the evolution of Gossifleur. Yeah. When Gossifleur evolves into Elder Gloss, its head becomes covered in thick cotton fluff. So that's that big afro look. The cotton fluff serves as a cushion that helps to protect Elder Gloss's head from damage. The tiny seeds attached to the cotton fluff are said to be highly nutritious and beneficial to both people and Pokemon. Elder Gloss spreads these seeds throughout the region, making the soil of the Galar region rich in nutrients. So its seeds aren't going to create new versions of itself, but it is going to improve the nutrition of the area. So that's pretty cool. Then there's Wooloo. Wooloo is probably guaranteed to be in my team because it's just an adorable sheep. And it has Fluffy or Runaway. And we have the white fur that covers Wooloo's body grows throughout its life and will fully grow back in 3 months, even if it has been completely shorn. The fur is used for clothing, carpets, and other goods, and is very popular as a specialty product of the Galar region. Wooloo live as a herd and mimic the actions of their trainer or herd leader. They dislike conflict, and if they need to escape from enemies, they will simply roll away. So I suspect that this is going to work a little bit like Abra. And so when you encounter a Wooloo, if you hit it, bye-bye Wooloo. You're going to have to throw a Pokeball and hope that you just catch it. I bet, though, its evolution is going to counter that, and it's probably going to be some sort of, like, ram Pokemon. Korbinite. Oh, yes. Korbinite looks amazing, and this is what I was expecting with the steel theme that was seeming to be pushed with this. So he has Pressure or Unnerve. He's a Flying Steel type, obviously. It basically goes, it is said that Korbinite is the strongest Pokemon living in the skies of the Galar region. It can often be seen fiercely soaring through the air. Many say that any Pokemon foolish enough to challenge Korbinite are sent running with just a sharp glare and cry from this fearsome Pokemon. Because Korbinite possess superb flying skills and high intelligence, many of them work for the company called Gala Taxi and help transport people from town to town. So, no fly. Well, fly will probably be still a move, but you won't actually have it as an ability. And until you catch a Corviknight, you probably can't just do it freely. You're going to have to find a taxi in a town to hop to a different town. But as long as you find the taxis, I'm sure they add a stop to the map, and off we go. And then the final one that we got to see in this trailer of all the Pokemon is Dreadnought. I'm not sold on him yet. But you know, another turtle. Why not? So he's a Wall of Rock type. So we already have a Wall of Rock, as in the fossil turtle that I can't remember his names. If you do, comment below. So he's going to have the ability Strong Jaw and Shalama. And it goes, the jagged fangs of the bite Pokemon Dreadnought are strong and sharp enough to bite through rock and iron. Though it has a heavy shell, its well-developed muscles allow it to move quickly. Dreadnought is known to be extremely aggressive, so it takes a skilled trainer to tame and handle this Pokemon. It seems that some trainers will release Dreadnought back into the wild once they discover they can't handle it. They should not be allowed to be trainers if they're releasing their Pokemon because they can't handle their Pokemon. That's a failure for any Pokemon trainer. I reckon it's probably going to evolve and get a steel form. Honestly, that's just my suspicion here. If his evolution is pretty cool, then he probably will join my team. But otherwise, he probably won't. So yeah, I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, there was nothing else in this press release or in the directs. So that's a quick catch up on the direct. I am definitely buying this game. As soon as those pre-orders appear, I will be dropping it down. I'm not going to get the double pack, as I said. I don't see the point in that steel case. I don't see the point in having both games. So I'm going to wait and see what Nintendo Store over here in the UK does. I suspect that there will be Pokemon models released with it. So if there is, then I'll be picking up Pokemon Sword with the hope of getting Sobble or Grookey as a little figure. So I'll keep you posted there. As more news comes in, we'll do more of these discussion videos. If you like what you've seen here today, give us a like. If you didn't, give us a dislike. Let's be honest here. Comment in the comment below. Let's keep the conversation going. What do you like about Pokemon Sword and Shield? What don't you like? Are you going to be picking it up? If not, why not? Is it because you don't have a Switch? And if you don't have a Switch, go get one. They're really cool. So yeah, cheers for watching. And we'll catch you in the next one. Really, Remus? Really? 3 times? Why? The joys of having a dog when you're trying to do YouTube videos is that the dog does not want to leave you alone. It is currently 3 o'clock in the UK. It's been a particularly sunny day, so he's a bit frustrated by that. He's also refusing to eat his dry food, which means that he's being a rambunctious pain in the butt. Aren't you? Aren't you? You adorable pain.